Hi Andy, as you and I keep missing each other, I thought I'd put together a quick video to give you a walk through the product. That way you can view it whenever you've got a few minutes. So here we go. To log into Collabor8online, it's a web-based application. You need to have an internet connection to access it. You can access these days from just about anywhere. Mobile connection is usually good enough. Go to c8o.co.uk and the system asks you for an email address and a password. I've set up an email address just to demonstrate this to you. Put in my password, click login, and it logs me into the system. From the home screen here, I'm getting some pop-ups here from my applications, but from the home screen here you see a series of folders that I've created or that the system's created, and that's where you're going to store your documents. We include an example project, and basically Collabor8's all about sharing files. So this little example project talks you through how you can share files. Here you can see the files that we're actually sharing here. It can be anything: Word documents, PDFs, CAD drawings, images, whatever you want. And most importantly, right down the bottom you've got just three users set up on this system. You can have as many users as you like. You can have 100, 200 users if you want, whatever, even more. So we've got Alice, Ben and Peter set up on this system, and when I create a folder I can get to say whether each of the users can view it, can edit it or delete it. So in this case they can all view and edit, but there's only Ben can delete it in this example. If I jump down to the folder below it, which I call private files, here you can see that the permissions are a bit more strict. There's only Ben has got access to this, and Alice or Peter won't even be able to see it. That's really the crux of Collabor8online, in that you create folders, and that when you create the folder you can put into it whatever you like, and that you can choose which of your contacts, clients and users can access or view those folders. Now, to make this a bit more realistic for you, I've jumped in and created a couple of folders that perhaps relevant to where you are. I'm going to show you how I did that. I'm going to create a new folder now. It's a new top level folder as we call it, so just have to tell it's a top level folder. I actually know the area quite well where you are. I know Penhill Road, so I'm going to say we're creating a folder called Penhill Road, and straight away the system says, okay, who can view it, who can see it? I'm going to say, right, everyone can view it, but I'm only giving edit rights to Ben at the moment and delete rights. So that's fairly typical of what you might do. Create my Penhill Road folder. And then as to adding things into that folder, it really couldn't be easier. Just click on the Add New button here, click Browse. You jump into a folder, you can start to upload documents. As you can see here, I've got a couple of I've got Word documents in there. I've got some images, which I'll pick a couple of images to go in there, and I'll carry on scrolling down and say, okay, I've got a lease, I've got a drawing, whatever. I might even have a spreadsheet. You can see I'm just using Control and click to click a whole host of documents in there. I'll click Add those, populates in there. That's going to upload these documents to the file. A little bit of more of a refinement. If I want to send a notification to Peter or to Ben or to Alice, let's say we'll send one to Peter. I'm sending an email notification to Peter to say, hey, I've just uploaded some new files, you can look at them if you want. You can put some text in there if you wish, but just keeping it simple. I'll click on Add Attachment, and the system will chug through and actually drop those documents into the system. Those weren't particularly big files, but that's a real-time video to show you. We've got a couple of images uploaded in here and the file's gone in. Click on an image and it will enlarge it, it will thumbnail it for you, show you the nature of whatever you've got in there. As I mentioned, you can upload absolutely anything you like: videos, images, documents, certificates and so on, whatever you want to put in there. I think the crux of, I guess, what you are likely to be doing comes down to the way you create the folders and the structures. So in the Darren folder, I've tried to make it a bit more realistic, trying to anticipate what you need. We've got a health and safety folder in there, so I've put in here the documents relating to health and safety. I've got a correspondence folder in there, and I've got a lease folder coming down the bottom. Again, if you can see that, I've got the different documents in each. Looking at the permissions, I'm giving Peter, the client, the ability to view the lease folder. I think, if my memory serves, I'm not giving him permission to view the correspondence folder or the health and safety folder. Sorry, but I am giving him permission to view the health and safety folder. So, as I say, you can create the folders, put in there whatever documents you like, and choose to give the permissions at folder level for any of the folders and files that you want to share. There's plenty more bells and whistles in the system, and I'll probably point you towards a couple of other videos on our help pages to talk you through it. If you've got 10 minutes to spare, feel free to give us a call. We'd be delighted to walk you through it again, or hopefully answer any questions that you have. But hopefully that quick video gives you enough to either come back to us when you've got more time, or if you wish to go ahead, we can get your system up set up straight away. We can take a payment from you over the phone, and you can be up and running basically same day. So hope that helps, and I hope to speak to you soon. All the best.